everyone, it's me, Nikki, and this is it, the final readathon. I almost said bookathon. I don't know why I keep doing that. The final readathon that I am participating in for the month of May. It is, if I can find it, the readathin, which it's basically to thin down your TBR. So, I am doing 4 prompts, and there's 5 in total, so it's fairly easy. Read a fantasy that takes place in a made-up world. Read a book with a character who escapes. Read a contemporary that takes place in a country other than your own. Read a book that has been stranded on your TBR the longest. And read a book chosen by someone else. Let's start. The first one, read a fantasy that takes place in a made-up world. And I will be reading... pages are bent. The Riddle Master of Head, or Heed, I'm not sure how to say that, by Patricia A. Milkip. It is about a prince who is a master of riddles, and he has to beat a bad guy, essentially, with riddles, because that's the only magic left. And he's got a map. I love maps in books. He has to flee, and he goes with a friend, maybe a friend. He goes with someone anyway, and they have to unriddle the unsolved. They have to riddle the unsolved riddles or something. I'm not quite sure how one would describe that, but yeah, I think this is part of a series. There's at least 3 volumes. There might be more. So, and it's small, which is nice considering the size of my list so far. Next is read a book with a character who escapes, and I will be reading Tides of... ooh, that's shiny too. Tides of War, Jaina Proudmoore, another World of Warcraft book. And Jaina escapes a lot of things. Death and I think people... what is this? This is... I believe this is before... yeah. This is after the Cataclysm, and it is set during when Garrosh decides to blow up Theramore, Jaina's adopted hometown. So she escapes that, and yeah, that's what I'm counting. I gotta pick what I gotta pick, you know what I mean? There's a book, I gotta read this stuff, man. I want to read it, and I might as well read it. Anyway, the next one is read a book that has been stranded on your TBR the longest. And I don't know if it's the longest, but it's pretty long. It's Arrow's Flight by Mercedes Lackey, the second book about the Talia. There are 3 in total, I believe, and it's part of a whole series, not a series, but like it all takes place in the same world. This trilogy is the Heralds of Valdemar. So yeah, I've read a little bit of it, but I've had it on my TBR for quite some time, and it is time to read it. And finally, the last book for this, and the last book I have to talk about, for a while is read a book chosen by someone else, and that is On Basilisk Station. I am reading this for at least 2 other readathons, I think. 1, maybe 2. And this was chosen by my friends, who basically said, read it, it's amazing. Why haven't you read it yet? So, here I am reading it. So, yes. That is it for books. But a lot of books for the whole month. Hopefully I can do it. I really want to. If I don't, it's not that big of a deal. I'll just read them another time. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for watching all these videos if you have. And I'd like to know what everyone else is reading in May. I keep wanting to say March. This stay at home has really messed up my days and months. I'm going back in time, for crying out loud. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a lovely, wonderful day. Goodbye.